Hey everyone, welcome back to Firestone Forge. So today's the day. Today we're going to see about embedding the pitch into this bowl. So let's get that started. Stick around. Alright, so I want you to understand that this is my first time doing this like this. So it might not be perfect. Like if you're in the know and you've done this before, you know, please just kind of take it with a grain of salt and know that I'm learning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up into some chunks. Kind of spread it around a little bit. I might need a bigger hammer. All right, so that just took a couple of seconds. I actually didn't even go anywhere or change out the hammer. But this is all broke up and it's going to be spread around. I think that this will give a good layer, base layer, and then I'll put this one in too. I've got my handy dandy torch already fired up. I don't have a heat gun or anything like that. This might take a moment. Ooh, this stuff melts quick. So you can see, I don't want to catch it on fire, but this does melt pretty quick, which is really nice. I think that's one of the big differences between the heat gun and open flame is obviously open flame has a better chance of catching this stuff on fire, which is understandable. But it's what I've got. I don't have access to a heat gun right now. So it really is surprising to me just how quick this red pitch, chaser's pitch, does melt. Like the black pitch, the Matsuyani that I had made, it can take a while for it to get heated up and everything else like that. And I know that, this was my first time working with it, so, I was afraid of catching it on fire too much and everything else, but it really does melt pretty quick. You can't see it very well here in the video, unfortunately, but this is over the matter of minutes. I mean, it took me minutes to get this done. It just went nice and quick. I also found that it flows really well. Like later on in the project, I'll show you something later, but it really did flow very well, and it stayed nice and soft for quite a while. Once it did start cooling down, though, the pitch would crack. Maybe I don't have it deep enough. Maybe I should have ordered another brick and put in less concrete. I'm not entirely sure. But I think that's something I'll have to mess around with at a different time. But it's really good stuff. And just blows me away how different it was to what I made. And what I've been using. It's also very exciting to be able to work with this product because, there's a lot of chasing and repoussé projects coming up that I'm going to be showing. I've got a plan for my belt. I want to kind of modify some stuff for that, and I'm looking forward to using this for that. And I know I'm going to make some stuff look real good. So one thing is that I want to show, so here I'm using one of my tools to kind of just push the stuff down. Once the pitch is warm, it is very, very pliable. It doesn't actually have to become molten for it to move. For it to flow, yes. Like if I'm refilling in cracks or, like filling in holes or whatnot, yeah, you've got to get it molten. But it will flow really, really easily. And or it'll push really, really easily, and it's not much more for it to flow after that. finally coming down to the end of it, almost done. It's going to be nice to be able to start showing a different project. All right, so that actually went a lot faster than I had anticipated. This stuff here, it moves a lot more than my pine pitch that I made does. This is going to be incredible. I've never worked with anything quite like this before, because the stuff that I made, after time I've come to find out that it's what's referred to as extra hard, which makes so much more sense now. It's an engraver's pitch. Basically, you just embed a piece in there, and then you work the outer edge of that piece. You're not embedding, you're not like chasing or repoussé, anything like that. You're just carving into it, and it'll hold on to stuff real good, but it doesn't like to move. This stuff here, it flowed. And even when the piece was still a chunk, when it was warm, it just kind of, like I was able to use one of my tools and just kind of mush it down, and it was like a blob. So I'm going to see if I can't get a piece embedded and see if we can start working it. All right, I haven't even heated the thing up yet. The pitch is still warm, okay? But like, look at this. I mean, that's just me pushing this in here by hand. By the time I actually heat up the torch and get it embedded in, it's just gonna just smush right down. Just kind of rolling that edge over, embedding it in. That was too simple. That was too quick. So I was running out of time for the video, but here's my final product. So this is really moved off of there. My finger's in the way. I've really been able to get a really good relief on that. It works good. I like it.